Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connected down an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom of the description after the live is over. AllyKat Creations 211.com is my art portfolio, and you could see all the fabulous things that I make and do, including doggo portraits, still working on it, and paint and sips, signs, pyramids, candles, chicken! And there's a lot more. So go check out my website. And if you're interested in anything, please email me. Email me. It's all over the place. Go find it. Lastly, 3D memberships is a great way to support the channel. You guys get channel member only content. I do oracle readings once a week. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And also, you get free entries into my raffles when I have them, and we have to figure it out. Hi, everybody. Hi, Auntie Amy. Hi, Ashmaya. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Scott. Hi, Bob. Hi, everybody. Um, I am exhausted. I actually, I literally, oh boy, I need that. Hi, tobacco, by the way. Hi. So I had a change, by the way. Um, so I just threw something on. Hi, thank you, Charlene. Um, so I woke up at 4:15 in the morning, got Freya fed, litter box done, had some dishes to do, and got myself dressed and out the door really early to go to JQ headquarters because I'm still cat sitting. And that's been, I love doing favors for people, but going twice a day is draining when you first start back into your routine and work and the whole 9 yards. It is killing me. Smalls. I love them to death, but my goodness, killing me smalls. And they're not back until next Tuesday. Like I'm running myself very thin, and I don't like running myself this thin. So I got up this morning and then went there and then went straight to work. I got in early, which is not bad because I could finish my coffee, go to the bathroom, and just like take a breather before the kids come in. And then the kids come in, which I had an easier day, but my legs, I don't know how much magnesium I take in over the week. I'm spraying it and Epsom salting and a whole 9 yards. So if anybody ever wanted to ask me, well, why don't you have 5 jobs? Well, because I'd be in my grave. Because I don't think my body can handle it. Holy shit. Hi, Al Sunray. Amy, it's not about like it's actually getting up earlier than normal for me and then having to go out and then, you know, go there, take care of Freya first, and then little Thor, who has not come, he's come, he did eat, he's eating. Little Thor's around, but I don't get to see him in the morning, so I can't post a video for him. I don't know what time he's showing up, but little Thor is showing up. He is eating. But then I'm going over there and then I'm hitting traffic and then I'm going to work. And then by the time I get out of work and hit the traffic, I had to shoot home because I'm really effing pissed off at my bank in New York. I had to close some accounts and they're like, oh yeah, you'll send you. It wasn't much, but they sent me small little checks that you could wipe your ass with. And they really needed the money on one of the accounts. Bad. So I'm freaking out because my account, literally what I just put into my account just saved me from overdrawing the account. So after I went to the bank, then I went to JQ's house and did the cats. And then by the time I drove back through the traffic, because it's rush hour, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have a snack, make some coffee, and shoot right down here. Here I am. Hi guys. Hi B lady. And this has been all week. So I just started work last week. My kids started this week. My babies. The babies. And let me tell you, my heart. I got really adorable children. They're super cute. They're little babies. They're three. And they're so cute. And they're wicked. They're a handful. So it's not just like, oh yeah, you go do the cats and then sit at an office desk. Yeah, no, not me. Oh no. If I had one of those watches that count how many steps I have taken, which I'm not complaining, I need to lose weight and I need to get in shape, but regardless of how much shape somebody could be in, holy mackerel, the lifting, the diapering. I've gotten snot like every day before I even go over the Dinas. I have to like change my clothes because I have snot, pee, tear, everything. Like my clothes are destroyed. And it's just it, and then on top of the fact that like my account was almost overdrawn, thank goodness one of the checks came in. It was not substantial. And I'm saying substantial, it's like under $200. Like you can't really pay bills with that either. But it's there. It's in my account. And then I had to go buy JQ's cats more food. I wasn't left enough food. Hopefully I get reimbursed for that. But I don't know how. I'm sitting in a chair right now. And then there's more. Wait, but there's more. But there's more. It doesn't end. It doesn't end. It doesn't end. But I wanted to get on earlier, but there was no way with the traffic and then getting all that stuff done. I'm gonna say right now I'm dealing with allergies. And I can only tell you guys why. So we had some really bad. When I say bad, bad storms. And I happened to be at school at work at my job when we had a flash flood. Now my street, the creek and everything didn't overflow. I did get some water in the house, but my school had a humongous flood last week. Huge, oh no, the beginning of the week. Huge flood. Massive. We had one big and there was water everywhere. And in one of the library that we have, they just literally put new carpeting in, and that has been sitting for the last few days. They've been trying to like remove the floor and replace it. And trying to get all the machines working, but there is a lot of like humidity and mold and stuff that is sitting in that school, and I'm being affected. I'm already very stuffy. Throat's a little like I'm okay. It's just in post nasal drip. It's annoying. So it's already starting. And yes, have some of the staff is already complaining that they're like, don't come near me. We actually had to send one of the kiddos home in my classroom because like obviously an autistic kid that doesn't talk can't tell you why they're not feeling good. And we just only had her one day prior. She was out of it and she only wanted to lay on me or the other para, but we can't have that because of all the other kids in the room. So I laid her down on, we have like a big pillow that we sanitize, and I gave her a stuffy to soothe her and put her jacket on. She felt very warm and just was miserable. She We sent her home, goes to the doctor. Oh, it's allergies. Well, get your kids something, please. That Mystic Rose section in the Curtis books is most of us, we're the wild roses. We have blossomed. We have sat in that weed infested soil for ages, and we're ready to bloom. Hi, Walter. How are you? Yeah, I'm exhausted. Like I look at pictures of myself, like when they do candid photos and stuff. I look like a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Hot mess. And I had the hairband in today. I'm like, oh, my hair can't be, I have to put my hair up now all the time. And I don't like that because my hair A is thinning and it pulls my hair and it hurts. Um, I have kids that eat hair. Hair. So we're gonna figure this out. So I'm trying to see if I like the headband look. I had them. I like headbands, but I phase them in and out of my life. Gosh. Let's check on the energies. I know I'm really bad. I haven't really checked much because I'm just Wednesday was a nightmare. Mare. My body, and I've been taking all my supplements. I'm like taking the detox supplements on top of the immune boosting supplements. I am doing lemon tea. I am doing tea. I am doing all this stuff. And I'm like, and it doesn't even get better because you know what? Tomorrow I have to do my lawn. I have to mow. Yeah, I gotta mow. We'll see how that goes. Um, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fine. I don't know. I don't know. I like my thoughts are not coming to me fast enough. I listen in the morning on my way to work or to JQ's house, some tarot card readings and stuff. And I still have my old phone. it's still surviving, and it's going to survive until I can actually physically get to the store because I tried calling. That's another thing. I've been on the phone with the bank all week calling, and hey, where's the money? Where's my checks? Not much. I don't care. I need it now. Calling the phone company because they all keep overcharging me. Um, so the Schumann has been calm. Thank God. Thank God. We're thanking God. Thank you, higher selves. Thank you, collective. We are calm. Calm as a cool cucumber. Calm. Thank you. Calm. Chicken! Buck buck. Pinky. Pinky. So Schumann's calm. But God, why? All right, that doesn't want to work, so we're just gonna do this. Spirit. Schumann's calm. We're at a 6.64. And the frequencies is at 7.91. So this has updated. This app updated itself. Don't know when. Do not know when, but it did. The electromagnetic field is high. High. The electric field is high, high. But earlier, I think I want to say yesterday, there was I love lobster, cannot afford it to eat it, not the lobster wallet. I cannot do crypto. I have a pot to piss in right now. And I've had a pot to piss in for a while. Maybe not a pot, maybe a cup, a solo one. Updates, updates. What do I have behind me? I can't even tune in right now. Something's here. I don't know what it is. But I've been listening to, I know Scott's been doing it as well, about the demons, the shadow parts of us. Yes, because every tarot card reading for Aries that is pulled, and the ones that like bit me like a glove. Hi, Eric. um has said, "Oh, everything is like everything is going to open up, like things are going to be great. You're going to abundance is coming, new job, new this, new that. Great. I'm working my butt off. That was another thing I did Wednesday. I got more modules done in the coursework. That coursework isn't going to get me anywhere because I need a master's in art therapy, but at least I could take what I'm learning and apply it to what I want to do. But in the meantime, learning a lot of good stuff, really integrating a lot of what I'm learning on those courses, but then everything else is like cascading. And then working and doing the cat sitting, like I have no time. And by the time I get home and like get myself regulated and get into the shower and get something in my stomach, I'm eating once a day, if that. If that. Hi, Barbara. I hope I said hi to everybody. I'm like fuzzies. Yeah, there's stuff here. And that's something when I'm listening to the demonic shadow work kind of stuff, it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense to me now. Because the tarot cards and the oracle cards, I don't pull for myself, so I watch other people pull my signs. Multiple, because I'm not just an Aries, I'm a Gemini moon. I'm Taurus in most spots, so I'm like very heavy in fire, air, and earth. I get Bob, my baby. Oh, Ash Maya, I'm sorry, honey. Um, let me. Oh, thank you, Eric. Um, I'm really hoping, Ash Maya, if it doesn't get to you, I will see if I could send another one. That's not a problem. I'll see what I can do for you, honey, because I want you to have it. Thank you, Eric. You rock star. Um, yeah, I'm running like on zero, but I mean, I'm pushing a lot of I hope it's divine timing. But this is what I wanted to allude to with energies and stuff. The more I'm listening to the chosen one, the dark chosen people, the shadows, the people that, like most of us, some of us that are going through the pain and the suffering. I was listening to something today and it was like, well, you're on divine timing and there's a delay. Look, I love my job. I really do. I love my kiddos. And these new kiddos, they're freaking precious. They're so cute. I am lifting them up. We're helicoptering them. It's nonstop. It's mayhem. It's bedlam. But these kids are cute. And one of the kids that is back in my class from last year, huge strides. This child had his first full day of school. On Fridays, we're doing full day with two or three of the kids. I almost cried today. I got him to sit on the potty for the first time and with me. He was smiling. He didn't scream or cry. Like I'm a proud mama moment, and I'm just the teacher. Like this is that's like what makes me happy. I love watching these kids excel and exceed and strive, but it's the pay. Um, yeah. So I got to figure out another job or a career, and it's not on hold. It's just been okay. Gotta make something. I don't want to be stressed out anymore. I really don't. I mean, can we all get a class action lawsuit to who is selling my information to these telemarketers? This is all I get all day is scam calls. I can't even look at my phone anymore. So a lot of you, if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing, delays, um, negative entities, they exist. We create them. Old stuff coming out from other selves, not this life. Soul contract stuff that you have to clear in order to move forward, kind of stuff. Yeah, that's happening. I love precious moments. Um, so I've been saying this. Everything is, and this is what was repeated in a waspy the other day. And I want, like I said, I don't align so much with the book or the name Jehovah. I don't. But what I will say was yesterday, what I read was everything that I have been saying. Everything I've been saying. I just saw something and I don't know what screen I saw it on. I mean, I only have one screen, but something over here. Um, we are getting, some of us are getting heavily attacked. Some of it's projected from others. Some of it is self, other selves. I've been getting a lot of not necessarily attack, like the delay is an attack. That's an attack, the delay. Things are working through people. I am seeing a lot more recently. I am seeing like I used to have this site. I used to have my Claire seeing it all. Then as a child it faded, but I remember seeing everything that I used to see and now it's starting to pop back up. That's not fun when you know what's around you and you can see it. I'm also having the walking in the hallways. It's not chatter and like again, people are going to talk, women gossip, people that are on 3D and don't know how to expand consciousness. We all fall into that trap too. You got to play the game too. You can't just sit there and be unsociable. I can hear the chatter of what people talk about me behind me in the ether. I can hear it. And it's like stagnant etheric consciousness. It's residual. It's not current. Like I hear it, but it was like like last week. I'm starting to hear the chatter again in my head. And it's not pretty. And again, I'm not here to judge my coworkers or anybody that has some ill will or disgust or angst, frustration about me. Everybody's gonna, I'm the devil in someone's story. It's fine. It's funny you guys brought up the mist. When I was driving to Jason's house this morning, I wanted to take a picture, but I couldn't. It was too much traffic and I couldn't stop. So outside where Jason lives is like he lives in a subdivision. There's a cornfield. And it looked so Children of the Corn. Halloween is coming. I wanted a picture so bad, but I couldn't get it. It was crazy foggy this morning. Oh, it was weird today. The mist by me was bizarre. And it gets very foggy. I haven't seen the fog around here so much as when I was driving through Ohio and Pennsylvania. That fog's bad. But there's mountains over there. Hi, Arnie. Oh, Arnie, my attacks, it is not okay. Besides the fact that I'm running on like zero, and then not trying to stress out about real life shit that I can't anymore. It just can't. Um, and then just trying to do better for myself and hitting brick walls. But that's also a part of the dark chosen path. A lot of us are being initiated right now of how we're reacting differently. Hi, Sparky. How we are navigating this change. Change is occurring. We all feel it, know it, smell it, sense it, but they're latching on because they want to hold us back. And it's not necessarily our demons, the ones that we have created. It's projection. It's the collective angst. The energy is like, oh, I see that child of the light is in initiation. She's in the metamorphosis stage. How could we make it so that she can't break through that amniotic sac, that chrysalis, whatever you want to equate it to, that she can't break through and spread her wings and fly? Because I noticed in the tarot readings and the oracle readings that have been given to me that even the relationship I'm in has been like the most tryingest thing I have ever experienced in a relationship in my life. And I'm just happy that we're working on things and that I feel the potential that's there. So we and Maureen are giving it another go. And so far everything is fine. It's great. Um, but was that also demonically, was that attacked? Like, was that I obviously that was a test. It was huge. It was one of the hugest tests that I had to face so far in my spiritual world of relationships with people. It doesn't need to be romantic. That was one of the most like hellish experiences that I've been through in God knows how long. Thank you, Eric, for coming and leaving a little gift to Rooney. You rock. Um, for the tarot card readers reading said that, oh yeah, you're being attacked. You got to put your protection up. You're being attacked. You're being attacked. And these people don't, they're reading collectively. They're not just reading for Allison. They're reading collectively. So if four people out of maybe 20 that I listen to, and it depends, they all have their schedules, and I'm listening to them, they don't know each other. They probably have no time to watch each other. So how is it possible that four different people that I listen to are saying the same thing? And the same card, this is why I like watching other people do my tarot, is because they're always pulling the similar, there's a theme that plays out in each sign. And you'll start knowing who's legitimate when they start all pulling the same cards out for your sign. It is batshit. Batshit. I don't know if anybody has noticed that for themselves. I don't know how many of you actually watch tarot. I have really, I watch a plethora of people. Um, the energy has been very dense around me. That MRBBB 333 guy, I'm not saying his channel right. I've been seeing shit on Facebook. Um, I don't know if he'll pop up on my Facebook feed. But ironically, because this is all that's been on my feed, me and Dina went to Cracker Barrel like last Saturday. And I actually love Cracker Barrel. And I haven't been there forever. Um, did I did I repost him? Hang on. Oh yeah, this is a shirt. I just posted this and I really want it. I am not always a train wreck. Just kidding. Toot toot. I needed a good laugh. I love Cracker Barrel. We don't have a Waffle House up here. Yes, Arnie. Arnie, if I have a chance, I have to, let me make a note for myself. I don't know if you're a big reader at all. You might not. I don't know. Have you read the Voyager books, Arnie? Because I can send them to you via PDF if you're interested. And the only reason why I'm mentioning that is it gives the at least one book, the first Voyager book. I want to say it's the first one that goes into galactic history, and the Lyrans is like this big. It gives you a really good. You don't have to like align. I don't align with all of her work, but I'm very connected to it with the Stargate stuff. And her work is very thorough. And I want to say that Ashiana Dean's work, still to this day, has yet to be really acknowledged. The only person that has acknowledged it in full extent, because she did an interview with it, is Carrie Cassidy. Now, I know Carrie, in my estimation, my opinion, I don't care what anybody else thinks. I think she got swapped. Just putting that out there. She could have been an op. I don't care. She interviewed Ashiana, very skeptical with Ashiana's work, by the way. And I've always questioned why certain people's work has been shh, and others like it explodes. So there has to be, if you're going to suppress her work, Ashiana Dean's work, there might be like actual plausibility to her work. I so when me and Dina did the Stargate meditation, two Saturday, I think it's 2 Saturdays ago. Time's elapsed. It's an illusion. Linear time space. I don't know. Like I'm happy today is Friday. I know today. Um, but I went to Cracker Barrel. We went to Cracker Barrel for a brunch after the Stargate meditation. And I really like Cracker Barrel. I had a gift card. Wasn't going to say no to free food. Um, and we had fried apples. That's all I have to say. It's good. It's good for breakfast brunch. I don't know if I would eat dinner there, but it was close enough. And then me and her had a nice afternoon out, and we got to see cat yoga magnets and Miss Dina loves Snoopy. She loves Snoopy and Charlie Brown. So there was a lot of that stuff there. Halloween stuff is out. Yeah, I absolutely will send that to you, Arnie. It's a lot to undertake, but there's some goodies in there. And especially about all the different races and the hybrids of those races and the different matrices that these things inhabit. It's a fascinating read. Again, I don't always align with her work. I only align so much because of the Stargate that my house in New York is on her damn map. Otherwise, I touched her stuff in 2004. I was reading some of her stuff along with the Law of One. And when I was reading the Law of One, it was I didn't understand in depth. Like the awareness that I'm in now, I wouldn't have understood. I did not really understand what I was reading. I understood the logistics. I saw it more as a sci-fi thing, but now it all kind of sort of makes sense. So I will definitely email that to you because it's a fascinating book. I haven't been there for dinner, but I don't go out often if I go out to eat. But I definitely have to try. Um, this is the one I know Scott also posted this. Are you ready? In the seven signs, you are a dark chosen one under strong demonic tests. That I'm gonna put in the links. I love breakfast for dinner. I love pancakes. I like French toast. I had their French toast. I was craving French toast. I get cravings for things and they don't go away until I have it. I like French toast. And I had French toast and I was so freaking happy. That little things like that make me happy. Stupid things like that make Allison very happy. I want to find this dude's I want to get him his proper name. I don't like talking about other people's work without giving them due credit. I'm scrolling. But when I'm saying demonic, I'm not talking about like saying in the third dimensional stuff. The demons are stuff that we create. They're initiations. These things are testing us. They're not here to harm us. As much as you think they're here to harm you. and attack you. Yeah, they're going to attack to put a wrench in your becoming, your initiation, you moving on up. They are going to put a wrench in your shit, and they have put a wrench in every aspect you could think of in my life. I could say right now, Marine and me, that was an initiative test, but more on the demonic end because of how sick he was last week. Holy fuck. And I'm shocked that I never got as sick as he did. Where? Where? Oh, here it is. MRMBB333. And there was like this donut thing, like a not a hurricane per se over Indiana, but it looks like a circle and then circles that like radiate from the storms. We got massive storms here, and that's causing a lot of mold and stuff that is making my allergies go batshit. And just checking up on chat. I don't. So we have a Cracker Barrel over here, but we went over to the one nearer the meditative place. Uh, yeah, maybe they do home delivery. I want Waffle House. There's no Waffle Houses over here. There's no Tim Hortons over here. There's no Waffle Houses. Sacrilegious, Indiana. Sacrilegious. New York doesn't have I don't know if New York has Cracker Barrels. I know that when I went to Connecticut all the time, there's Cracker Barrels out there. In Massachusetts, there's a Cracker Barrel over there, but very few and far between. They're not everywhere. So in the morning, I've been right before I leave, I get my cinnamon. I can't do cayenne pepper. It bothers my I am allergic to some spices and it really gives me hives. And I don't want to be looking like a melty mutant at work. But I do mix cinnamon with organic raw honey. And I drink that with some sea salt. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on. Um, but it's not, it takes time for these things to hit your system. And I can't, I see, and that's the thing, Melaleuca honey is expensive. I can't afford it. I can't afford anything right now. Um, Thanks to gift cards that I had been given for gifts at the end of the year from school, and that it only 2 months, 2.5 months. My coffee has been because of those gift cards. So yeah, I'm behind on bills. I was very close to overdrawing until I got those little checks today, which made a big difference. Not, no, really not a big difference, but it put money in my account. Um, Yeah, I have been taking salt, like gargling salt with the allergy stuff. I've been doing a lot. Like I just can't do zinc without food because I'll get very, 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 very nauseous. I don't know what the zinc that I'm taking. I might have to find another brand because that stuff makes me yak. I'm not driving 3 hours away to Indy for a Waffle House. That's 3 hours. There should be one up here. Oh, that's what I've been using. I have pink Himalayan salt and I have Celtic sea salt. Love my Celtic sea salt, and that's expensive, but I have a package and a shaker. I use that to cook with. I mean, I got pinched right here really bad. I have a nice purple, black, and blue. But the little girl that did it was too cute. So she gets a pass. Is it worth it? I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, if there's things to do there, maybe, maybe. Homemade is awesome. It's just even food prices right now are really high. Bob, me and Dina saw somebody doing the puzzles at the table. My table didn't have anything. It just and I got the original I got their honey not their honey. Their syrup, and I took one of the bottles and now I have the original logo. Interesting. Yeah, he's alive. Um, Hi Wendy. I don't know if Arnie's still on, but why is this volume two? Where's volume one? All right. I think this is it. We'll see. This is Ashiana Dean's Voyagers, the sleeping abductees. Sleeping. And obviously this is copyrighted, but just like going through the table of contents, the Azurite Temple of the Melchizedek Cloister, the CDT plates, Emerald Covenant, and the Mass Drama, the Emerald Order, Melchizedek Cloister, the Yasani, the Yanas, the Brennaway Order, and a lot of people have talked about the Brennaway, the Yasanis, the UFOs, Zeta Reticuli. A lot of their agenda is there. the Kilanta language, like it's like codes and stuff. The holographic inserts, the hybrids, the Zionites, uh-huh, the human origins and hybridization. This book has been all over Telegram, and it's very, very eye-opening. So this is like the electric wars. So Jason Brashears talks about the electric wars, the creation myths, dracons, the soul matrix protection, the crop circles. This book is huge. It's huge, and it's not the easiest thing to read. Not an easy read whatsoever, but it is worth every minute of your time if you're interested. But this is a very important book. This is The Secret of a Mentee. And this was in 2002. Yeah, it talks about Sirius B, Melchizedek races. Many of us are of that. The Ark of the Covenant, Lemuria destroyed, Giza to Atlantis. So this is really like the timeline that she's been given and channeled. Um, Dreaming Ego and the Higher Self, that Alcyone and the Templar seal. So the Templars aren't actually what you think they are. The Three Christs, that's a fantastical that's a perception that's very highly interesting. Very, very interesting. The Philadelphia experiment and the solar crisis, the Montauk project, bridge zone mechanics, um, the Paladornian birthing contracts. Like it keeps going and going and going and going and going. So yeah, I highly suggest if you're interested in the galactic understanding, her perception is phenomenal. And I'm only saying that because I'm acquainted with her stargates. But also going within and doing the alignment and the work of reading her work objectively, and a lot of it hits. I was abducted. I know I was. I don't have recall yet. And I don't know if I will have recall in this lifetime. I've been. But here's the thing. You're funny. Most of us have been abducted, but not all of those experiences are negative. And a lot of the times, the star families and the people that are your guides, but they're the Starseed guides, they're coming down through interdimensional portals to protect you and to upgrade you and to heal you. They do check in. My medium was a little freaked out his guide was draconian. He had a reptilian guide, and his guide never wanted to come through because of what I am and my guides. And I felt horrible because I don't see reptilians as bad like other people. Um, but mind you, he's like, "Oh, you don't see them coming at you at me at night?" I said, "No. Should I be concerned?" He goes, "Not all of them are bad, but some of them are." Thanks. I do remember as a kid though the grays that I remember. But I also remember interdimensional beings that are more of the light and more of like how do I describe this? Like oil and water. Has anybody ever watched the Adventures of Alex Mack on Nickelodeon growing up? I know that a lot of you are way older than me, but there was a show and she used to liquefy and then rematerialize herself. And that's sort of what I've seen as a child. So snakes metaphorically and allegorically are equated to wisdom. They're not necessarily what we equate to evil. If you read the esoteric versions of all the work, snakes are the metamorphosis. You're changing, you're transmuting, you're shedding your old self. So when snakes pop up in your dreams, even if they are biting you or trying to strangle you and take you out, it's trying to take out your old self. What no longer serves you is needing to go, and it's trying to remind you of that. Um, Snakes are also a symbol of medicine, absolutely. The caduceus, the two snakes going up, that's your Kundalini rising. But like I can only imagine how freaked out I would be if I felt and I was dreaming about snakes and my legs were going crazy. I used to have restless leg syndrome. Not fun by any means. Yes. You saw a ship or did you see a being? That's the thing that we've been inverted. We've been programmed in the inversion of making good and evil when there wasn't really a concept. Ra talks about in book 4, and I do have to get back into that law of one with everybody. That before in Blavatsky will equate this to where we're etherical and not material just yet, and the earth is still forming. Okay. Um, Ra goes into the concept that before the veil dropped, there was no veil. And as etherical forms and started to densify form, the third race, I want to say it is, we all, hi Nikki, we kind of all knew before the veil dropped what our missions were. We all knew what our contracts were. So everybody was a lazy piece of lump sat back and didn't really do much. We were not productive. We didn't have motivation. We did not have a strip like an inner fire to do much because you already knew what you had to do. You came, you're like, fuck, here I am. Hi. Okay, great. I'll do this over there. And it didn't challenge source. It didn't challenge source. Source needed to know itself and still needs to know itself in a conscious vehicle collectively. And all of us are playing out a role that you're not. I'm playing one, you all are playing another. And Source is playing it through you to know itself better. Um, so they did get banished off of Ireland. Ere. Thank you. This is me in a hot mess. This is hot mess hair. This is hot mess. Hot mess hair. Um, hot mess. Uh, I used to have restless leg syndrome. Sorry, I'm going off all over the place because I'm channeling too. Um, I used to have restless leg syndrome 10 years ago, and I was drinking tonic water. I hate tonic water. I'm like, ugh. But I was drinking a lot of tonic water, taking spray magnesium, doing a lot of baths, and it helped like a whole lot. And they didn't know why I was having restless leg, and obviously it was my spine causing it. But you guys can totally the quinine tonic water helps. It doesn't taste pretty though, unless you like club soda-ish type of stuff. I don't know what's worse. Like everybody gets freaked out over different animals and insects and stuff. I couldn't imagine if like one of those spider insectoids or the xenotypes from the alien movies. What I would take someone else's book out, but I don't want to give her any more publicity than she. Deserves. Gray insectoids. Um, Lyrens. Actually, if you want to know more about Lyrens, James Gilliland, ESETI Stargate. I gotta go there. That's a trip. If I want to go, I want to see UFOs. I want to go to his place. The Venusians. I think I honestly did a book review, but it's in my Alien Gray agenda, and I was very uncoordinated with that. So I don't know what episode this comes into, but I do go into this book. The Melchizedeks are in here, the Lyrens are in here. But guess what? You're half of all of these already anyway, so there's nothing to be freaked out about. And you also have experienced the bad and the good. I need phosphorus and potassium, my kidneys, my poor kidneys. You see, I don't believe that the aliens are above hang on. Chicken. Chicken buck buck buck. Chicken buck buck buck. Chicken chicken buck buck buck. Chicken 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 chicken. There we go. There's my flamingo friend. Um, I've seen a lot of UFOs, UAPs. A lot of them are our governments. If that's what we're waiting on disclosure for, the disclosure is the understanding that you already know inside of you the truth. You know it already. It's in there. When you sit and I was like explaining this, I forgot where. When you have an affinity for a race, you look up at the stars and you're totally gazing at either the Orion, Pleiades, and you're really into space and you're investigating these things. Obviously, you have an affinity for a reason. You're getting those uploads and downloads from them. You are already them. They are you. We're all things. God's all things. They're here already. They're using technology that we can't, maybe we can, some of us here can. They're in and out of dimensional spaces. It's just like ghosts. Unless you actually witness a shadow figure or you're seeing blips or things moving on the side of your peripheral vision, you won't believe it until you see it. That's a human tangibleness that most people need to have. Some of us who already had these experiences as kids don't need them anymore. We already know. And they are here. So what's with the disclosure that our government already has this technology? We come on. Project Serpo. If that's real. I believe it is. Busegi Mountain. I know the Y-Files just did Transylvania and Transylvania Moonlight, Sunrise and Moonrise. The Y-Files with Hecklefish. He went over those books. I did it a year ago. Other people have read them too. I believe it's real. I believe Busegi Mountain in Romania is definitely linked to Iran. I believe a lot of the wars that were fought were not, they were covers. Innocent soldiers died for dumb shit. Is it dumb? Yeah, disclosures within. Every night, Scott, every night. And are they really UFOs? Are they really aliens? The mermaid thing is still a thing. I thought that was going to die out last 2 weeks ago. And they went to war over that Stargate and who controlled it. That's in the Voyager's book. Why I had to relocate to Indiana because that's been coming into my purview in my mind. Not only draconian, they were trying to get the gate. There's a Stargate where 9/11 is. That's a major gate. It's not the big gates like Giza, the one in Peru. There are major gates around the world. Stonehenge is another one. There's no accidents to why these things exist. But we can't physically see them. They have created the arcs to help densify, de-densify your body when you go through like the Stargate SG-1, like that is built with frequency and electromagnetic fields that will shift your density to an extent. It can't get rid of it. It's just like our envoy friend that puts a belt on and it de-densifies her and it upshifts her to 5. In the third dimensional sense, yes, be a lady. But we also have to think about nos confundin. If in the Bible, if we are in a firmament, which I do believe we are, that's the hologram. Is there water outside of the firmament as above, so below? Is there lands beyond, like the Kali Yuga cycles, where everything is outside and out of our purview, out of our dome? Wherever that is, equating your space, wherever space is to you, because you perceive it, it's real, it is a reality somewhere. Yes. And there's a multi-dimensional arc all over. There's what exopolitics guy talks about with the space arcs in Bermuda Triangle area, and there's one in Russia that they have found, and I think one in Ukraine that they're fighting over right now. These are things that they don't want civilized humanity to know about because their stake with Kruger, their stake in what's the other one? James Rink's book. James Rink, Mr. Super Soldier. This is personalized. I feel love. He might have a glossary in here, maybe. Hang on. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe not. It'll come to me, but it's probably in here. All of it exists. Every time they put something into programming, into the channel that you're watching, the movie that you're viewing, the program that you're viewing, what you're tuning into, um, you're being programmed. And it most of us now objectively listen to things. We're not letting it sit in our subconscious to be projected out into reality. That's that about 6, 8 months ago when I kept saying to everybody, like, you got to stop listening subjectively and listen objectively. You can watch anybody, but don't absorb what you're listening to. Only absorb it if it hits here. Deplorable Wendy. I have a whole L. Ron Hubbard section right here. That's L. Ron Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard. The whole section right there is Scientology. Yeah, and they killed him. Quentin. They killed him in the Nevada desert. Me and Jason have a lot of conversation about L. Ron Hubbard. It's great. I love James Rink. I actually got to speak to him personally on the phone. James is awesome. But I'm going to say this because I respect the man. He's amazing. I don't think that's him either that you're seeing right now. I don't think that's him. And yes, he's admitted he's been cloned. He's been cloned. He's A lot of them have. That's real. I don't think what we're seeing is him. It is a version of him, but not him in essence. My opinion, and I'm not here to disrespect him. I highly, highly respect that man. Highly. You see, and that's another, and that's what I'm like, what irks me about what has been going on in the narrative steering program, steering in our paradigm that we all are a part, is that there's still to this day people who will not get the views, who will not get the ears to hear. Ashtiana Dean is one of them, and her stuff does circulate. It does circulate. I've seen people circulate her work. Her work used to be really big. Then there's a lot of copyright issues. And then, she has to make a living too. And a lot of people stole a lot of her work. And a lot of people started twisting her work. That's why she put a kibosh to a lot of it. But a lot of her stuff is legit. James Rink. I believe everything has to say. His interviewees, there are some questionable there are some questions there to be had. But when I was talking about the black op projects, the companies that have these off-world just means outside of the firmament, outside of our purview. And they have this technology that they can warp, warp, better word, maybe that makes sense, in and out of this reality. He's talked about it, Richard Bay and some of the nefarious Kevin Spacey and a bunch of them that go offline all the time, and there's pocket bubbles, and that's quantum physics. That they're proving it now. Um, hang on. We'll find him. So Wendy, you want to go to this channel? This is James Rink's channel. I honestly would love Marine to watch Josh because they have a lot in common. Um, but I'm not necessarily a Josh fan. I know he's a very nice guy. I've talked like I met him through Zoom privately. Nice guy. But mhm. um the the I don't know if I'm gonna find this video. I might. The SSP 101 video. I don't know if he's gonna have it. Here, hang on. I don't think he'll mind if I do this. Not that I know him like personally like that, but so this is Super Soldier Talk. Um, I used to watch him a few years ago. Um, so um Tony Rodriguez is one, James is one, Johann Fritz, which goes by another he has another name, but he uses that name. Um, Randy Kramer, Max Spears, there's a bunch of people who absolutely Peter the Insider, Russian, of course. His Sarah one is really popular, but the SSP 101, I don't know if it's going to be on here or his Rumble channel. He hasn't really put that much stuff up on here because they have taken a lot of his channels down. But he's also on Rumble. A lot on Rumble. Yeah, go. He's also on Rumble, Wendy. And a lot of his the SSP 101 stuff is like a must watch because it explains super soldiers, it explains his experience. Um, he was taken, he's from my labs. That's a real thing. Um, he had a 20 in back. He has total recall. Like you look at the movies that I'm mentioning, he has total recall. And he was a part of Montauk Project. He is a part of Montauk Project. So Project Surrogate, Project Bleak, Project Abandon, Project Equalize, Operation Live On, Operation Tailboat, Operation Raven Sky, Operation Pink Mist, Operation 714, Operation Cyanide, Operation Torpedo, Operation Eyes On, Operation Stinky Eye, Operation Stargate, Operation Cyanide/2. Get his book. That's a really great way to support him. And look how big his book is. There's a lot of good pictures in here. I love James, and you can say whatever you want about any of these people, but I find him credible. I've been watching his work for years, and I really, besides some of the Fugazi people that have been interviewed by him, you never know who you have on. I know Journey to Truth also had some like hit or miss guests. That doesn't it should not reflect somebody for interviewing another person. It really shouldn't, honestly. See, the thing about super soldiers that if it wasn't for James and a few of the super soldiers that have come out back a couple of years ago, we would not know about medbeds. They were the original in terms of like coming out about medbeds. They really were the ones to disclose that information. Besides there being patents out there, and anybody can go on and 1984 a document, but James and his crew, Peter the Insider and all of them, really were the first peoples that I know of that spoke about med beds because they were in supposedly, we have to, entertainment purposes only. They were being used, those were what they got killed and they were put in a machine and they were regenerated back to life. And there's different types of med beds and pods and things. Yes. Yes. These super soldiers were taken to Antarctica. Diego Garcia, El Fuego. They were taken to, there's an island off of India. They've been taken everywhere. And there's dumbs all over the place. And it's not just what you think. Baby Luigi, what's up? So a lot is plausible with what they're saying. The crystal in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, absolutely. That's Atlantis. One of the islands of Atlantis sunk near there. Things shift. I believe that's a huge portal point. We won't know. I mean, know what's in your heart, but it's a huge electromagnetic field over there. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Um, We're star seeds. Most of us are, but most of us are also angelics. The angelics take precedence, archangels. So it's like ascended masters, celestials, and then you have your rishis, Daihan Kohans, and then you have like the inter-between, and then you have archangels and angels are like six, seven, eighth density. They're not as high as we want to think and equate that they are, and not meaning in just in terms of density, dimensional space. It's plausible. It's plausible. And we will know that more so when things are still shifting. It was really interesting this afternoon. They've been messing up. They changed the hours of the school, kind of, and my kids' lunch is a different time than the other preschools because my kids go half day, half day. So I have an AM and a PM class and a little in between. So today, my kids were actually eating with the rest of the school at pre-K at the normal time that they eat. And I caught my principal in the hallway, and he was just like boggles. I was like, "Is everything okay? Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, it's just very crazy in the energy." And I'm like, "Oh, that's because we had two earthquakes the other day. The electromagnetic field is affecting everybody." And he just kind of, it made sense to him. It hit him a little later, but it's the truth. The Schumann's been normal, calm. But I think if I look at the space news, space weather, I, besides there being a black moon tonight, hi, I want to manifest a new job and career that pays or give me a raise. I need out of my current situation. I'm over it. Been over it. Hi, universe. Stop delaying me. Stop throwing these dark demons at me. Stop. Done. Hi. Whatever set I just popped on, you can barely see this shit. Holy crap. I need glasses. Scam call. I don't know what site that is. I can't read it. Well, this is a good thing where especially the babies. I know I don't even like I'm not allowed to look at my phone during the day. Like my phone has to be put away. Like I'm wearing like a little like fanny pack on me with my like ID card and all my cue cards for nonverbal kids so I can say shh, stop. Like I have all those like cards. So everything is on me and I have hands free so I can hold the kid. My phone's in there. I'm not allowed to take that stuff out. So I get a million messages. It kills my battery, by the way. But I will check. When I see the kids and it's not one kid going off, it's like the whole class going off. I will check the Schumann resonance. And nine times out of 10, it's either we just got hit with the CME, an X class flare, or the Schumann is ramped up high. Hi, Tara. I get spam all the time. I'm trying to find the space weather right here and also read the chat and then getting blasted with I'm holding it in, Scott. Holding it in. We're on the higher side today with energy a lot, a lot. The K index, we're gonna probably well, up in Canada, there'll probably be some nice auroras. I don't know if that doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Um, so I don't trust Noah for the life of me, but it has the information that I can read with my eyes not going. Stonehenge is a gate. Hang on. The one thing I do have at my disposal. Hang on. I had Ashiana Dean's books up. Boom. Do 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 do. I have a lot of her work. Where did it go? Sorry, quiet. I'm trying to find. I have to minimize the chat because I don't see it on my screen. Where did you go? Where did you go? Here it is. Hi. Hi. Hi, beautiful peoples. It is us. That's Tara, that's the thing. We are them. They are us. It's a matter of there is no time and space because we perceive it in linear 3D, their density. There is no time. And time, if we want to call it something like that, it's perceived differently in higher dimensional spaces. That's all. So I'm gonna share something. Hopefully I don't get. So this is that big poster that I have. That's the Stargate thingadoodle with all the axle tonal lines. Let me see if I can blow this up and try here. I'm gonna try. Okay, so that yellow 4, that was my house. Yellow 4. Yellow 4 was my house. It was Trinity Stargate 4, I think. 4, maybe. The green was the one that's under 9/11's memorial. And then there's some other sites, Q sites, portals, gates. This is South America, Easter Island. Look at Ireland. Yeah. There's some axotonal lines in Iceland. Okay. That was a sneeze. So there's 12 Earth Stargate access points. There's Earth vertical primary axis atonal lines. And then the ley lines. And then the 5 star crystal seals. 12 Q sites. Inner Earth Stargate access. Vortexes. Vortexes. 12 parallel Earth. Parallel Earth. Stargates. Parallel Earth vertical axial B tonal lines. Parallel Earth. Phoenix Falcon. Wormholes. 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 I have to minimize this a little bit. Now, hang on. Sharing. I gotta move you over there because I can't. Okay, so the 12 Earth Stargates, the major ones. Bermuda Islands, the South Pole, Sarasota, Florida, Giza, Egypt, Machu Picchu, Moscow, Russia, Titicaca, China, France, England, Iran, parallel Earth. That's here. Then you have the Q sites, not the QQ, but Q. Inner Earth, Easter Island, Cyprus, Johannesburg, Vatican City. Oh, Vatican City. Uh-oh. What's this last one? Hawaii. Now the planetary arc of the Covenant stargates. Ireland is Italy. Stonehenge, England. Seattle, Washington. Manhattan Island, New York. Planetary Covenant of the Ark. This is why they took it down in New York. Phoenix, Arizona. Bali. Antarctica. Bermuda. Cornwall, UK. Trinity Stargates. There is mother effer, mother trucker. That's my address to my old that's the coordinates to my old house right there. My house is a very, very, very lovely house. Poopy. I'll be 2 seconds, guys. I need to get a tissues. Tissue. Tissues. I'm back. Back again. Back again. Back again. Nope. Stonehenge isn't fake. Little Thor is good. He's been here. I just because of what I'm doing, um I've been cat sitting for JQ. Um Hang on, I'm going off screen 2 seconds. I'm back. Hang on. My nosies. It's itchy. Hi, Ping. It's Flo. Stonehenge isn't fake. And I'm sorry about that. That's crazy. That's a crazy story, Taro. Little Thor's been coming and eating every day. I just can't get him on film because I'm leaving my house at instead of 7 o'clock, 7:15, I usually go to work. I'm leaving my house at 6 because it takes me almost an hour with the drive to Jason and then doing all the cat litter boxes, feeding, water. All of that takes me about 30 minutes to an hour in the morning. And then driving to work in traffic. So I leave at 6. I'm up at 4:30. I'm not getting Little Thor on film. I was just talking Stargate stuff, Sparky. Um, which is if we want to really talk about the war, hi. So my friend, whatever is going on, you're gonna be silenced for a little bit because that's a little outrageous. And if you're a troll, because you're hope you're learning something. Oh, I hope he returns too. I don't like to silence somebody, but my gosh. No, thank you. No, I pray for you. I really do. I pray. It's a pink flamingo. I got flamingo. And I got Pinky. Charlene made these for me. Pinky the flamingo. Pinky the flamingo. You gotta love when someone comes in and it's like good combo, and then all of a sudden it shifts. Why? Why do you have to shift? I'm being generous in hopes that that person understands why. It ain't like I got that many subscribers. Come and troll for what reason? You know. Yeah, we got multiple doppelgangers of Little Thor. Little Thor is a doppelganger. And Little Thor has been eating. Thankfully, he has been coming. He shows up every day because the I don't leave the tuna out because I the it's expensive. But I leave a wet food out there for him and the dry food all as as soon as I leave, I put it out. And but I can't get him on film because I'm not home. So Little Door has been coming. I just haven't seen him. I'm sure Freya has, but I haven't. But the thing that I wanted to bring up earlier before all that nonsense and cannibals and pygmies and things of testicle natures, um, all of this disclosure stuff has been out there for decades. These portals, these things are not new. These are old. We're just coming into the acknowledgement that these things are potentially actually real. So for a human being, you need tangible evidence in order for you to believe something. You have to feel it. You have to experience it. And a lot of people who have never experienced an alien or seen them, a person that's never seen a shadow figure, a person that's never seen a spirit, or has that spiritual connection to energy, won't get anything that we're saying. What you're seeing in the movies is just a depiction of what is a potentiality in a timeline somewhere. You create your reality, and what is messed up about that is source has a role in this. Source said, well, let's make this interesting. We're going to program. Yeah, she's here. She's not down here, but she's upstairs. She's good. She's a little sassy face. I love my sassy cow cat. Um, I'm getting hit with energy, by the way, a lot. All of this stuff that we've been experiencing, all of this stuff that we've been exposed to in the last 20 years, like James Rink and the med beds. If they weren't talking about it, you wouldn't really know about it. So all the gates, the interdimensional stuff. Oh, next time I'll bring it down, Ashmaya. I have it. Or if I go upstairs before you guys get off, I'll go get it. Yes, Ashmaya made a really cute throw for my birthday. Are you gonna make me go upstairs and get it? I'll be right back. coming. Freya's taken up residency on my couch, so I had to give her a kiss. Hey, little dwarf! It's little Thor, a super cute kitty cat. It's little Thor. She made me that pillow for my birthday. Oh, my birthday was in April, but thank you. My half birthday is coming up in October. Got to celebrate it somehow if I'm alive. Yeah, Little Thor's a little too thin for my liking. Um, I've been putting Ivers and colloidals in his food in hopes that it's been helping him, and some kidney drops because I don't think he's drinking enough water. And I do leave him out water every day, but I leave it down here because the raccoons love to come in and mess it up. Which is not fun. It's not cool. I don't want to see little Thor sick like that. If he is sick or just dehydrated, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. It was my birthday in April. I'm in Aries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Freya was laying on this right before I took it off of her. So Freya loves your pillow. Freya's up on my couch upstairs. That's where the pillow sits. And she was on it. Kind of. I didn't, you know, scooch her off. I just petted her and moved her a little tiny bit. Um, what we consider like my mother, when I channeled my mother, what we think is aliens or other dimensional beings or whatever you want to equate them to, they're not what you're thinking they are. My mother couldn't disclose exactly what that meant, but I kind of had the feeling that it's because a lot of us have the soul fragments in this vehicle to remember. Not everybody is a starseed. A lot of us are, but not everybody. A lot of people come from Earth and has always been here. Soul wise, soul, essence. Some of us come from Mars, Maldek, Venus. Some of us are outreach to Pleiades, Orion, Boots, Arcturus, the Centaurs. There's so many facets of this universe that we're all equated to. And it's not necessarily all what you think. The truth, though, unfortunately, there is really no truth. It's a concept. Why do I say that? Because what you feel, what you experience, is your truth. You feel something, you feel love. It's from your perspective how that feels to you. April 16th. You're very, very needy, huh? um, the things that are challenging us, these Dracos, these Greys, they playing a role in third dimension. When you accelerate yourself to a higher understanding, doesn't mean it's truth. It's just a higher expansion of understanding. The truth shifts. Politically, we're watching a movie. Politically, I'm over it. Done. Been done. Why? Because neither governments, they're all despotic. None of them are serving me at all. And it's not serving we the people. And I'm not waiting for anybody on a white horse to come down besides my own ass on a white dragon in my angelic wings to come and save myself. Playing a game of chess. We missed you too, baby Luigi. When the delusional world of what people think are the narratives and the programs, and then you see beyond the politics, and then you see beyond neutrality, and you see the higher perspective, not just the eagle eye anymore, but from afar, as if you are the alien on a ship looking into the firmament and going, what the fuck are with these humans? Then you could talk. There's a plan, it's God's plan and divine orchestration. I don't get to judge God. God doesn't judge me. I judge myself, and I'm a part of God. There's no St. Peter in the pearly gates happening. It's not happening. If that's the reality you want to perceive when you pass over, sure. It will happen for you. Well, not being, and we will give you the tampon. I froze. Yay! This fucking internet might be cheap and it sucks. This internet is shit and it is back. My whole shit went. It's monkey butt. Flinging, flying, poopy poop. It's it's monkey butt. It's monkey butt. I love when my internet goes down. It's monkey butt. Monkey butt. Chicken. There it goes. Chickens. Buck, buck, buck. Love it. I'm back. Back again. That's CB lady, that's the damn truth. But I'm sure I'm also being attacked. Hi, demons. Hi, self. Fuck you. Buckshot! Buckshot, what's going on techie wise? Is there shit going down? What's up, Buck? I'm trying to be witty in my responses. Why are you out there? Are you on a trip? You know what? That's what I was looking for. Hang on. Oh, you're in. Uh-huh. What's going on out there, Buck? I'm gonna get my sage. And this time, where the fuck did my sage go? I had a whole bag of sage. It disappeared. I mean, I have sage in my back. Oh, Jesus. Well, Buckshot, my shit just went down, and I had to get sage with my big shell. I have to empty my little shell out. That shit is packed. This is a mixture. I want to say this is blue sage. We missed you, Buck. How's everybody doing without Jason? What happened on Cranker? I don't watch that. And I was also working. What happened? Tell me, someone. What happened on Crankers? Anybody watch Crankers? Oh, why have him on? Um, I'm not I'm gonna just gonna be forthcoming with everybody. I it's the financial stuff and all of that. I'm done. I'm done because this girl is was just about to overdraw on the account and I barely got anything to my name. So you know, we're just gonna put that and leave it there. And I'm sick and tired of hearing nonsense. It's coming. Okay, when fire. I bet. Ego is fun. And on all the other shows that he's done with them and even with Dylan, Jason doesn't like overkill or overextend himself on that show. Like but yeah, I'm in bad shape. I'm not trying to project that. I look, whatever is going to be, it's going to be. Um, I mean, I've been, unfortunately, but fortunately, when it comes to said Derek, Marie knows his stuff with the uniforms, so he could be like a backup person that knows his shit, and especially in the avionic area and flight stuff, because he's been pointing that out. I have not taken that man off of my Facebook just for shits and giggles to see what this egotistical person says. But it might help Marine. It might not. I don't know. Demons begun. My own initiations disperse. I need more coffee in my life. Hi, Ivy. Uh, obviously, I'm my house is clear because the sage is out, and it's not normal sage, it's like blue sage. I think there's rosemary in here. Smells delicious. But my normal white sage, really, I haven't watched the show in a bit. The last time I watched a little portion of it was like I want to say in June when I don't think Dina uploaded it yet to Telegram and I posted it. And that's the one I kind of watched and I was enjoying it because I like Dylan and Jason's dynamic a lot. Um, but with other people on the show, I saw that, Bob. I commented on his oh good. I I'm gonna say this to all you old men out there, because I love you guys. You gotta know when to stop and ask for help. Like this little stubborn Aries chick right here. Dylan didn't talk either. Whoa. That's Nanas. Dylan, though, I'm gonna say is very humbled, and he's a sweetheart. I love Dylan. He's a sweetheart. And but he brings a lot to the table, and so does Jason. So I don't know. And here's what I'm going to go back to. Yes, prayers for James. I'm sure Cranker and all of them are going to talk to her off to the side. And once again, sometimes I even do this once in a while. Sometimes this girl right here, me, unconsciously spews. Not because I want to. Sometimes you're not in awareness or something takes over you. Well, that's the thing though. I'm gonna and I'm going back. Sorry, I'm like overwhelmed. Um, all of us, all of us that know Jason and watch We Not Me, what and many of us know him from wherever, it doesn't matter. We love him regardless. We know people. I only know Kelly and Dr. Wolferton Sihan were the two people from my feeling that never took Jason for granted and did not use him to jump off the platform and get famous. Those are the two people, and I'm sure there's some others here and there that never used Jason to get or famous. And I'm also not disrespecting other people that they had Jason appeared on their show, and I'm not talking about the Time Is Now podcast. I'm not talking about them. They're amazing. I love them. But in the past, where Jason does not appear anymore, let me be clearer. Um, Jason has helped a lot of people along on their channels. A lot of that was reciprocal energy. There was nothing wrong with that. And again, I'm being careful because I'm not here to disrespect anybody. But there have been people that taken advantage of Jason and getting likes and having him on and ciphering his energy and his information and using him. And Jason is an upstandable, amazing person. And here's the thing, guys. I might have keys to his castle, but I have never asked Jason to appear on a show with me or the like. Because I am not using Jason to get subscribers or likes or the like. I respect him. He's my friend. But I am not using my friend for that kind of leverage. I'm doing my own thing organically. I'm not putting myself out there to gain likes. I'm out here because I have a mission. It's spiritual. It's from source. I'm here regardless, but I'm not here to use somebody else to get myself and my words heard. The right people are going to hear my words and it's going to hit here. You know, that's hopefully, things get worked out with that dynamic. Trolled from whom? I mean, I do get trolled from people, a lot of people, all the time. But the Facebook stuff doesn't. I'm not even on Facebook much anymore. It looks like I'm on now, but I'm on Messenger. You know, people troll all the time. People troll me here. People like to watch and not participate. That's fine. My words are from source. I have a big purpose here, but source has to give me a little bit of leeway. He needs to bring me some abundance so this 3D version of me in this vehicle can survive. Oh, Barbara, I know you know who I'm talking about. There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people, and here's the thing. Here's truth. Stop idolizing people. Stop. People are idolizing some of these in influencers. We got to stop doing that. I, I stopped a long time ago, like being obsessed over information that I knew innately. I'm not saying all of you are where I'm at, and I don't expect everybody to be where I'm at in my knowledge base. I have done a lot of reading behind me, but there are some people out there that are just there to aggrandize off of people and siphon and be a parasite. I'm not for that. And I'm not here to do that. I'm here to be my authentic self. I'm here to speak what spirit brings through me and here to help others in their pathways. And I know my information is not for everybody. I know that when I say, like, yeah, demons are real, but you create them, people don't want to hear that truth. People don't want to hear that some of us are of the darkness. We are light, but we came here to glitch the system. I'm divergent. I'm a glitch in the matrix. I'm here to rewrite the matrix with all of you, but I'm doing it in the dark path. And there's some of us in chat that know all about that and are in alignment with that. I chose the dark path, not the light. I am of the light, but I chose the dark path. I chose pain and suffering to be the catalyst of world change. Because the more pain and suffering I go through, fuck my life, the more light I bring to the planet. But here's the thing, the cabal is just a test. Those people are experiences that we needed to have in order for us to wake up. If they didn't pull their shenanigans, they've been pulling their shenanigans for eons. If these people, and we were once those people, we have to remember that. We were the murderer, we were the victim, we were this, we were that, we were rich, we were poor, we're in this, we were that, da 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 da. Chicken dance. I'm pulling the same cards as I did last week. Besides this one. Pull the same cards. Hi, Spirit. Portals. And that's how you guys know. And I know no, most of you know me, but like people that will watch me in the future, like you guys should know where my heart is. I'm It's not even about monetize. Like anybody could get monetized. You have to have, I mean, it took me years to get monetized. I'm monetized, but I haven't had anything from YouTube in 2 months because I don't make over the threshold to receive. So it banks until I make over the amount. It's like $100. And I haven't reached $100 in 2 months. So maybe in September I will hit that threshold. But people who have all these people that come in super chats and all this stuff, that's how they make their bank. Memberships, that's how they make their bank. I'm not there yet. That's okay. I'm doing this for pure joy. And if I get something great, if I don't, it is what it is. But to me, this is passive income. This is not my bread and butter. So that's why I try to do channel member only stuff for people that can afford to, and it's not because it's just another means of me making something. I don't sell my artwork. I don't expect somebody to buy all my pyramids or my artwork. That it is what it is. I mean, and I'm not done with my coursework yet to like I want to have a complete like course that I'm going to make a membership for. So it's not as expensive. People are selling their courses for hundreds of dollars, and I don't want to do that because what I'm supposed to be doing is helping people, but I need energy back. But I work with people all the time. Do I really want to read this one first? I'll read this one first. And I'm not going to stay on too late because I actually really do need to go to sleep at some point. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, maybe a little earlier. Well, CB lady, that's the thing. Like, I got you, girl. I got you. I'm not the only person in the hurt financially. I'm in fuck my life zone right now. Bad, bad. And I have to go back to the bank, maybe like 4 paychecks in and see if I can get an equity loan. But I also then have to really find a second job so that I can pay that shit off. And I don't know what I'm going to be able to find that I'm not killing my body and killing myself for. Yeah, like I'm burning the candle at both ends at this point, and it's a lot. Yeah, you see, for the courses and stuff, if you're really serious about wanting to learn about shadow work and how to go about doing it for yourself, because I'm not spiritual coaching and and art therapy, I have to have a master's for a lot of that stuff. You have to have some credential, some piece of paper. But what I want to do is purely from my own experience of doing this work myself and imparting that some techniques I'm learning through these courses, implementing it. I'm going to do an art piece for everybody and I'm going to do a video, but I'm also creating a journal. I have a lot of ideas going on up here, but there's a lot of spirit. I want to be able to help people. Oh, Bob, I was talking about Derek. Marine knows uniforms of his sort and can verify or not, because Derek has been going back and forth showing uniforms and showing the or disproving things. And I could go and show Marine and he can go, oh yeah, no, he's right, or no, he's wrong. Excuse me. So that's absolutely right, Sparky. That's absolutely right. Um, my task in this life, as I'm trying to get clarity on my purpose. Obviously, this is one of my we it's not just one purpose. We have multiple purposes being here. My one of my purposes is getting the word out, helping people expand or at least think outside of their box, working with the kids, but also helping people attack their healing from the dark, attacking the dark night of the soul, the ego death, the shadow work. Because not every spiritual person came in with the light, they came in with the darkness, and we have to balance that out. And a lot of people don't aren't even aware of the dark side of the light. And I'm here walking through the hell, walking in the darkness of the void with all the modalities that I have used that has helped me get to this point where I am now. I want to be able to help people do that. But I am not going to overly charge somebody $500 for a course when I'm not going to be, I'm just a catalyst. You got to do the work for yourself. I'm just an outlet for you to do that. So I'm creating a journal prompt book. I'm going to do some art therapy showing you how to do it for yourself because I can't heal you. You got to heal yourself. That's the most important thing that most people will look outside of themselves. Sure, getting Reiki, going and getting your aura, your toroidal field aligned. That stuff helps. But if you're not willing to help yourself and look in the mirror and say, I love you and I'm going to do this work myself, I can't help you. I can only be a coach and a guide for that experience. Ash Maya, absolutely. Absolutely. It's those people that know the hurt the most that are the most there for others when they need help. I'm a victim to that. And I that's something I'm learning how to balance. You know, obviously when you can't pay your bills and you can't feed yourself, I'm trying not to approach it New York style. I am approaching it in a different way, and I'm just doing things more on the silent based. Hey, if you have it, help. If not, that's okay too. Whatever. There's half of this chat needs extreme amounts of help financially. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And it mm. Alignment. Finally, we get to our card. Inner integrity, being a vibrational match for what you want to bring into your life. Manifesting from a place of love over fear. Energy flows. I got glitter in my eyesight. Hi, spirit. Hi, dragons. Energy flows where attention goes. Subconscious sabotage. That is the negativity that's programmed within us. That's the demons. That's the test. It's a subconscious that we need to reprogram. Seamlessly actualizing our dreams. Mother trucker, what did I do with the other card? Oh, it's over there. Gracious receptivity. Gratitude, being thankful, receptivity, giving without expectation. How worthiness and self-love can affect your capacity to receive and to give without depletion. Overflow over obligation. Thriving over surviving. Gifting economies. And this is where I think a lot of us are at now. Bob, you could have taken my rain the other day. I would have gladly give that to you. Flash flood. My whole half of my school got soaked in water. And here I am with the allergies. Horrible. Over it. Transformation. Self-nurturing, going within, time alone, being present with your feelings. Cocooning before the butterfly, being gentle on yourself, angelic embrace. Chicken! Buck buck. Chicken. Buck buck. Chicken, chicken. This is a really good book if you're interested in aliens or us in scary form. No, like right now, everything is sparkly and it's either my blood pressure's dropping. I did eat today, but I got lots of glittery sparkles in my eyesights. And my eyes aren't shifting. Is Allison exhausted? Yay. Chicken buck buck. Dragons. Dragons. I'm fine. I don't feel my blood pressure dropping, and that has happened last week. I was in bad shape last week. Bad. And not to say like I was fine. I'm tired. I'm dealing with little babies who are giving me a run for my money. Dealing with being super hyper active at my job and also vibrationally going, oh, fuck. The kids, their energy, next level. Next level. These kids' energies are next level. Follow the path of your soul. Don't allow anyone or anything to stop you. Tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. I'm working on that one. Because there's subconscious shit that's happening. I don't like it. Billy DL come, and it's not. I had to be put into a trance meditative state in order to see my dragons. And I was it and now I see flashes, I see wavy things. I feel their energy, but it takes a lot. It takes a long time. I know Scott can tell you about the dragons too. They're everywhere and they're protecting us. Release your creative energies, make use of them in your life. So I'm going to try to do a paint and sip this week. I don't know if it's going to be done Sunday. I don't know what's going on. I actually may actually sleep in tomorrow. I might just do it. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. 2 seconds, guys. I heard something upstairs. I don't know. I'm questioning, and it could be Freya, but it could be something else. I'll be right back. 'Em coming. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Freya knocked over my aloe plant. That's the big boom I heard upstairs. And I don't think it picked up on the microphone. Ivy, thermacare wraps and biofreeze. And I might have something next time I see you that you can have. I'm serious. Hi, Kathy. Sorry about that. Freya decided, hey, there's something out there, and I'm going to knock your plant over. Thank you, Freya. Giving me a heart attack. And then I had to clean it up. So sorry that took a little bit. Yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. No, they didn't. They did not close the school. They basically was like, oh, we're gonna get fans and the library is closed. The cafeteria is easy to clean up the water, but there's the water did soak into the rug, so they have to I don't understand why schools have carpeting, but my school has carpeting, and that's one of my biggest reasons that this starts every year. And you guys know from last year watching me, like I'm constantly congested and having issues allergy wise. Which sucks. It's a circle of life. I can't sing. I will not be a singer in my lifetime, but Rebecca Campbell, you got to figure out Jesus Louises. Finding these things. It's probably mold because when I open the door to my room, it smells, there's musky smell in there. I go in and spray sage. I'm not allowed to light anything in there. Obviously, it's a school, but I like my jingles. Doesn't get me anywhere, but I like singing to Freya and Little Thor. But Freya knocked my aloe plant over. I heard a big bang, right? You know, that's fun times. I love her to death. I do. I love her. She's my baby. But she needs to know her role. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration. There's my middle finger right there. Helpers in the subtle realms. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul's mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask for help. I've been asking. The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to raising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put your requests and let them do the work. Fun. But for those of you like myself, we know they're working for us. It's just things are halted right now. There's a stalemate. And I say that to them because time is linear here, but it's non-existent everywhere else. Get with the program, spirit. Love you. Yeah, I'm an asshole. Oh, this is. All right. Found it. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive Hits, Soul Tribe. Hi, guys. Hello. Look at the hermits. Hermits. Very, very reminiscent of my painting upstairs in my living room that I did in junior year of college. It's all coming together. You are being called to let your intuition move your physicality. You are connected to a group of souls, you beautiful lovelies, who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. The card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at the soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet. To raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. Powerful. Hi. You'll see why I made that face in a sec. I just have to find the talking point on this card. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. What most of us are working on right now. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that are ready to be released. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiration date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. I have one. I ripped this shit up and burnt it. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma and lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. And I can tell you I'm working on this right now. I had the vow of poverty. Somebody looked into my Akash. I was a Buddhist monk, took the vow of poverty. Caveat, I was a part of the mystery school. I had to hide in religion. I had to hide my secrets so that the right person can learn it from me in secret and get it out there in different ways. Shit. And the majority of you also have these playing out right now. Subconscious patterns. I know Maureen is that was a lot of subconscious past life shit that needed to come out in this life, and we're working on it. People just don't show up in your life for no reason. And when you can work on stuff that needs to be healed, whether you stay with somebody or not, it needs to be clarified and cleared. And I'm glad that we're working on stuff. These earrings, I love them, but after a whole day, and I had some kids yanking on them, woohoo! There we go. They're ravens. You know, a lot of people have to sit there and judge and stuff, and I get it. Like, shit, it takes two to tango. Okay, I know I'm not, I used to be a Madonna fanatic. Frozen is one of my favorite ones. This is from Arnie's deck. His links will be in my description. Please support Arnie. Arnie's amazing. And I feel like we keep pulling very similar cards every time I pull. And I shuffle, you see, I'm shuffling. Juricia, planet and ley line energies, as I was talking about stargates and axotonal lines earlier. Under the night sky, feel the wind, life's energy all over and absorb them. Feel Gaia's life force and be grateful for her. St. Jude, help those lost in hopelessness. All you seek is not impossible. The answer is in the same word, I am. Well, am possible. Have faith. Hope, renewed belief, inspiration, happiness. Like in spring, all starts anew. Take all life's lessons and grow from them in the good and the bad. Shamuel, compassion, love, heart energy, healing. To travel the road less traveled in your path, it is here all will be revealed and discovered. Kathy, let me tell you what, this is the first school. There's like, we have rugs for the kids to sit on, like rugs, like the ones with the colors on it. But my school actually has carpet, not in the hallways, but in the classrooms. And if, I'm in pre-K, there's a lot of spillage that happens in my classroom. There is machines that pull up the water, but still. I actually don't know who's working with me right now, Archangel wise. I had Sandalfin for a bit, Samael, Satan. Uh, Hillel's always with me, Gabriel's always with me. Um, Michael comes in and out once in a blue moon. Collectives. They're collectives. But I seen Archangel Michael. So did 1,000 other people in the same moment. Fractaled. Gabriel, fractaled. Hillel, fractaled. Collectives. Saint Germain, collective. I still have Daniel Scranton. I'll never get that out of my head. This is Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. Also, Arnie's deck. Some of the protection is getting a little rough. But I love these. I love his angel number cards. Angel number 419. Love is on the horizon, a deep connection spiritually between soulmates. You find your person. Three, 3, 3. Positive spiritual mental peace and abundance coming. Your love, life, and relationships will flourish, growth and expansion. 714. You have what you need already in you. You can take on whatever is thrown at you. Many blessings are headed your way. I'm waiting. I'm grateful for what I have, but it's not much. 313. Growth and intuition, embrace the guidance your guardian angels are offering. Trust the messages and strive forward. Beautiful. I'm going to pull from my rune deck. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to be out because I am fading quickly. But I will be live on Tuesday. I don't know what time. Who's a troll? Yeah, anytime you see somebody with like a fancy font, it's a troll. There was some good stuff in there. There was some good questionable things there, and then it turned. That's what they do. Yeah, because I silenced them for 10 minutes. I was giving them a chance. I need glasses. My favorite rune popped out. Radio. Radio. Rajo. Depends how you pronounce it in Icelandic. or Furthok. Journey, travel. Travel is the key theme for this room card. When it appears in a casting, it indicates that an exciting journey is about to begin. This could be a physical journey, but it is far more likely to indicate an inner journey. The rune is associated with the right path being traveled. So this suggests that your focus should be on enjoying the ride rather than actual destination. Live in the live in the power of now. Being so closely linked to forward momentum, this card also indicated that if you're currently feeling stuck in your life, your stagnation is due to an unwillingness to look for answers within yourself. Things have gotten to a point in your life, nevertheless, when it will be more painful to remain where you are than to go on this essential journey of self-discovery and personal growth. It's a journey. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. I'm back. You don't need me to. Hi. We get her often. We get this card often. And so, a way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto the path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, noticeable success, and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic of the spirit. When we open up to it, surrender to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. If we are trying to dictate its course, to contrive and control it to meet our own needs as we think they should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It is not sacred magic, and it is not of spirit. Aeon Soph illuminates the ways of sacred soul magic that create healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it or invoke toxic mind games of blame and shame. It focuses on solutions. Underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines, the light of spirit is recognized by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us outgrow our problems. Ego will tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else is to blame. Or if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. But when you are in ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked in suffering and confusion. Spirit will love you and seek to help you even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time, you can choose to say enough of that misery. Aeon Self is always there. It reminds us that whether we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. Have a good night, Renee. That path can be spiritual, and we become profoundly grateful for the struggle which caused us to grow. As you open yourself to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twists of fate, you will become ever closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity, which is reassuring you, healing, guiding, and loving you. Well, as Miss Sparky says, good night. I'm going to be doing the same in a second. It's getting late by me. I need sleepies. I need sleep. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up for me, coming here, being amazing, being the beautiful souls that you are. I'm hoping after cat sitting and getting more sleep in my life, by next week, I should be back to best. I should have more sleep under my belt, and a lot's going on, and that's I only tell you guys a little portion of what's going on in life. I don't tell you the whole shebang because that would breach my own privacy and boundaries. But I do got a lot going on, and it's not the funnest things in the world to be going through, and they all suck. So I need some sleep. um you guys rock. I will be live on Tuesday. I just don't know what time. I don't know what time. But just check my Facebook or Telegram. I will post it as soon as I get home from work, and cat sitting duties ends Tuesday, but I just don't know what time. So I'll probably be doing that on Tuesday too. But guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you guys just showing up and being awesome with me and healing everybody in the chat. And I can't thank you guys enough. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Keep grounding, keep your energy, go within, and go check out those links and the videos and all that stuff. Yeah. Till the next time, guys. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulders, be the lighthouses, sprinkle and seed your truths, light that path forward. And from Pinky and Chicken, have a blessed and beautiful night, guys, wherever you are. Bye for now.